It's official. Hi, friends. It's Michelle Cunningham. I put on really bright pink lipstick so you would like me more. Just kidding. Do you like me more? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I'm really excited. Hi, friends. Isn't this fun? Okay, so we are here for the Course Creator Blueprint, and it is day number 1, my friend, and I am so excited. All my friends are here. Hello. Where's everyone watching from? We got San Antonio. We got Oregon or Oregon. I don't know how you say it. It was used to be like Oregon Trail, but now maybe it's Oregon. I'm not really sure. We got hello, my friend. Hi. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so glad you like my earrings. Thank you. I go on Amazon, I look up pink earrings, and that's what happens. So yeah, if it's pink, I love it. It's pretty easy. Okay, so very excited. I'd be curious in the chat, who here has a digital course or wants to create a digital course so that you don't have to talk all the time and you can help people on autopilot all over the world. Let me know if you'd be interested in doing that because you're in the right place if that's your goal. So very, very excited. Also curious who here is a VIP, who's upgraded to VIP. We have an amazing community going on of the VIPers, and I actually am going to pull up my links for the VIPs and show them on the screen. I totally didn't do that before I went live, but michellelovesyou.com/go VIP. I'm going to show that really quickly so you know what that is. Okay, lots of VIPs. Yeah, the movers and the shakers. And if you're like, what are you talking about? What is VIP? Don't worry, I have a picture of it so I can show you exactly what it is. I think I have to share my entire screen. Let me just hit share. Okay, so it's back here. Minimize. Here it is. Okay, so this is what you get when you become a VIP. So if you're like, wait, I kind of want this. So obviously I'm doing this whole training for free. Why? Because I love you. You're my friend. But if any time during the week you're like, this is actually really awesome. I really wish I had full access to the entire workbook. You can upgrade to VIP so you can print off the entire workbook. We even can mail it to you if you want to upgrade and do that too. We can send it to you. So you'll get to see the workbook. I'll show it on the screen. You'll be like, whoa, that's awesome. I really wish I had access to all that information. In addition, when you become a VIP, we give you a lifetime access membership area where all the trainings, all the bonuses, everything is perfectly organized and you can look at it for the rest of your life. So if you're like, I just need to be able to reference this, or let's say this week you're going to miss one of the trainings and you're not going to be able to watch it, and you just want it all in one hub, you have your workbook in there, you have all the trainings in there. In addition, each evening this week, I'm live at 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. answering all of your most pressing business questions. It's so fun. You rapid fire questions to me and I just answer them. And so it's like a nighttime girlfriend chat. Sometimes there's a few guys there, but I literally love that. And so if you're like, oh man, that'd be actually really cool. So that's every single night this week. On Friday, I think it's at 4 p.m. instead. But it's 8 p.m. normally every night this week. In addition, we gave you my $1 million branding guide, my $1 million habits guide, and then how to attract people to you. It's my brand magnet blueprint. All of those are already in your course portal. So those trainings are epic. You also get a coaching call with a member of my team. So if you're like, I kind of went next level, you can hop on a call with my team as a VIP. And they give you strategy, game plan. They might share a little bit more about some of my higher level coaching programs that I have, depending on the business you're working on. And then we're doing an awards ceremony for VIPs. So there's going to be a challenge. There's going to be a competition on who's building the coolest course and with all the stuff you're learning from me. And that's going to be on December 6th. So if you're like, man, I kind of want to be a VIP. If you go to michellelovesyou.com /VIP, I'll pop it on the screen for you here. So it's michellelovesyou.com /VIP. And I'll pop that up here. Here we go. Okay. I can't wait to go read your comments. .com /go VIP. All right, cool. So that's how you can grab that. Go VIP. And it's like $47 or like 2 payments of 27. So I could have charged like 297, but I was like, no, these are my friends. We're not doing that. We're just gonna make it really cheap. So you can either watch for free or you can upgrade for a small fee. So anyway, so that's the deal. Okay. It's like I paid these people to say this, but I didn't. Hi, Christina. I love you. Oh my gosh. Okay. So anyway, and she really does love us. Hi, Yarden. Yarden came to my beach retreat, so we're best friends. She's so fun. Oh my gosh. Do you know how you meet people and you're like, you're so fun? You guys are all fun. I think I attract people that are fun. I know this because I host these beach retreats and you guys come to them and I'm like, why is everyone here fun? And I realize that boring people don't follow me because I'm a little much, So you're like, whoa, she's a lot. So they don't follow me. So everyone who's in the chat, they're all fun. Imagine that. I know. This is crazy. It's amazing. So that's really nice, Michelle. Hi, friend. Okay. Love you too. All right. Anyway, okay, here we go. So I am going to, quick backstory. I'm going to give quick backstory. Then I'm going to dive into the training. So let's do that. So we're going to kick this off. And so I'm going to have my team, if they're like watching, we'll cut for this will be the beginning. So we're going to put this in your membership. So we'll leave out the fluff. So you don't have to watch the fluff. So we'll stop. And now this is the beginning. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let me just pull this banner off. Okay. Okay. Are you guys ready? We're kicking off. Okay. So I'm going to quickly share my backstory. And I think it's good to have slides because that's like more, fun, I think. So let me just do that. I'm going to show slides because they'll be pretty and you'll laugh. Okay, so here's my quick backstory. I grew up incredibly poor. My mom was a single mom. I grew up with like very little money. My goal as a kid was to be able to afford Pantene shampoo like the rich kids. Okay, that is where I started. And so if you're like, maybe you grew up with everything. I'm like, oh no, I grew up nothing. Okay, so if you see my nice office behind me, it's awesome. Thank you. I couldn't afford this growing up. I had a wall, nothing on it. All right. Anyway, but in 2014, I got out of corporate America in 2009. I started to be a direct seller. I was selling beauty and skincare products, right? Going like to people's houses and selling beauty and skincare. But I started to get pretty good at it, even though I was an introvert. And I had been a failure at it for 6 years. I really joined it in 2002. So 2002 to 2009, I was kind of failing. 2009, I figured it out. And I was like, you know what? I'm actually pretty good at this. So I'm going to start a YouTube channel sharing what I'm doing. So I started a YouTube channel just sharing what I was doing, not really knowing anything about anything. I just was like, I'm just going to share what I'm doing. Well, so I started sharing. And over the next several years, people watched my videos. I'd post one video a week, nothing novel going on here. Okay. But people were watching videos, they were commenting, they were enjoying them. And I was like, are you kidding me? People like me? Like, I didn't know that because sometimes in real life, you meet people that don't like you. You know what I mean? And I was like, whoa, the people on the internet like me more than the people in real life. Like, it's like I'd met some nice people, but on the internet, you meet more people and you attract your people. And so you meet all these really cool people. Right. And I started to get so much fulfillment out of making these videos and helping people. And I'm like, this is kind of addicting. Right. So that's where it began for me. It was just a simple YouTube channel. All right. And then one day, out of the blue, I get an email from a CEO of a network marketing company. Let's pretend he looks like that because I feel like that would be maybe what he should look like. Okay. Anyway, but I end up on the phone with him and he says to me, we would love for you to come out and speak for our company and we're going to pay you. And I was like, me? I'm like, I'm just a stay-at-home mom, like just making YouTube video. Like, I was shocked, but I was like, Michelle, pretend you're professional in this moment and keep it cool. I'm like, absolutely. I would love to. I'd be delighted. And as we hang up the phone, the dude says to me, bring along your training program. You can sell it at the event. Okay. All right. And, okay. Well, sorry. I forgot to say this. He said, what's your fee? And he tells me, I tell him my fee and he sends me a check and I fall over dead. So at first it was like shocked they were going to pay me to come speak. Second. Okay. So that's me, first of all, being like, oh my gosh. But then he says, bring along your training program. You can sell at the event. And it's the biggest pivotal moment in my life because I'm like, training program? I don't have one. Okay, so I say, okay, great. So now I go in front of my husband's office. This is me lying in front of my husband's office. Okay. And he goes, what's wrong? His name is Brian. I go, dude, the CEO of a network marketing company just asked me to come speak for their company. He told me to bring my training program to the event and sell it. And my husband said, do you have a training program? And I said, no. And he said, can you make one? And I said, yes. And he said, good, then do that. I said, okay. So I like scraped myself off the ground and I'm like, I must make a training program. So I do. Is it? It's in my hand. Okay. So I make a training program, make these 3 CDs. I order 300 of them. Biggest risk of my life. I pay $300 to get these CDs shipped to me. I have 300 of them and I bring them to the event and I sell about 100 of them at $17 a pop. I remember thinking I was overcharging. I felt guilty about the whole thing. Okay. I make $1,700 plus the cost to speak at the event. And I was like, hello, this is awesome. Okay. I was very excited. All right. So, but I come home with 200 of them left over, another big part of the story. And I've got to figure out how to sell them because I'm like, you can't just have 200 CDs sitting in a corner. That's annoying. That's like, I'm a loser. Right. So I'm like, I'm going to sell them. So I put them on a website. But then I realized websites are dead and they don't make money. And that was me with no money in my pockets. And I lost my hair. Just kidding. But let's pretend. Okay. So then I realized websites are dead. But I learned about funnels from Russell Brunson, the owner of ClickFunnels. And literally, I learned from him that, like you literally can make funnels and you will sell stuff better. So I make a funnel. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I put my thing on there and it starts working. And I'm selling like 2 CDs per month. I'm making $34. Okay. They cost me $1 to make. I was making $32 in profit per month from strangers on the internet. And I was like, someone get me a crown. Like, this is how I felt in my brain. I was like, dude, I'm the biggest deal ever. I was skipping to Starbucks. I was buying Frappuccinos because I was so wealthy from my CD business. It was supplemental income. I was making great money as a network marketer. But this supplemental income was free money. And I don't know, no strangers were just giving me free money like that. I had to work for it. So I was like, this is amazing. But then I read a book called Traffic Secrets by Russell Brunson. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. Then I learned that there's 3 types of traffic. There's traffic you earn, which is your social media following. There's traffic you own, which is your social email, like your email list. So they follow you, but then they join your email list. So I had that. I had this one. I had that one. And then there's traffic you buy. And I was like, oh, I don't have that one. Okay. I need that one. Maybe. Let me try that. So in January of 2019, I ran my first ad. I remember spending $50, making $300 the next day. And it was like good. And then it like went down the next day. And I'm like, this thing is broken. And this was me in 2000. It was January 2019. I'm like, what? Sort of working, but not really. So I ended up hiring someone to help me do it. I said, I'm hiring someone to do ads and I need you to make me money. And that's what happened. Right. And so what you can see is right there is when I hired the person to do ads. And they're like, we can help scale this. And somehow they do. And over the next 6 months, we make $159,000 selling CDs, which is stupid. That's not even normal. Okay. And I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And then people are messaging me and thanking me. And they're like, Michelle, you changed my life. You changed my life. You changed my life. And this is all automated. This is while I'm working as a network marketer, right? So this is like additional income coming in. Yes, I had to pay for cost of ads, but promise you, it's very, very lucrative. And I was like, oh my gosh, right? I ended up actually launching another course right here. That was $52,000 in a weekend. And that's when I kind of caught the vision of like, hold on a second. I can help people. I can make courses. And then people message me and thank me. And they're like, you changed my life. And I'm like, this is like, I can't imagine a better way to make a living, right? Like talk about like total fulfillment. And so this is really where I caught the vision. This was January 2019, learned a little bit about traffic, had my email list, and it's starting to grow, right? That's where I was. And so from there, this is where we are today. So this little blip is what I just showed you there. And this is what the business has done. We just crossed over $12 million in sales. I ran this report at the beginning of the month. So it looks like because it was just the month was still populating, but I assure you it did not crash like that. So we just hit $12 million in sales. Don't share that to impress upon you, but I don't share that to impress you, but to impress upon you. I didn't know what I was doing over here. See, I had no idea what I was doing. And then I sort of figured it out. And then I sort of learned. And then there's a lot of learning moments here. Like this was a learning moment. This is a learning moment. This is a learning moment. And so these are all learning moments. And now I learned stuff and now I can teach you. Okay. So that's where we're at. All right. So it looks like my computer is like freezing up a little bit. So, okay. So anyway, say I'm excited if you're excited to learn. I got to figure out why am I freezing right now. That is not good when you're live with this many people. Hold on. I'm just going to shut a few extra things that got opened on my computer that might be causing us a little problem. All right. So I'm going to jump into the workbook now, which I'm super excited. Let me just quickly, when your computer starts breathing and you're like, don't breathe right now. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? All right, cool. So, I just closed my workbook. Don't worry, I can get it back open again. I'm good at everything. Let's see where it went. It's right over here. I found it. Okay, I had it all set up and ready to go, and then I shut the tab. Duh. All right, here we go. Okay, I got it all zoomed in now. Now you could see it good. Okay, so sharing, present, share screen, workbook. Okay, here we go. All right, so here's the deal. So here is the workbook. All right, and I'm going to just go through day number 1. So day 1, we're talking about your niche, because knowing who you want to help and what you want to help them with is the most important part. Then next day, I'm going to be teaching on how to create your course, how to create an order bump that increases your average order value. So you can sell more. Let me show you how to sell upsells. That's additional things you can sell. And then I'm going to show you how to put it all together. Okay. So today we are focused on literally putting this all together. Now, a few things I want to share. Number 1, building business online takes perseverance. It takes consistency. It takes a commitment. So when people are like, I want to do what you do, Michelle, I'm like, okay, just make sure that you show up consistently and you love on people and give stuff away for free. Like help people as much as possible. That is the secret to success, is like care about people so much that you're willing to do free trainings. It's a free training I'm hosting right now. Some of you upgraded, some of you didn't, right? But be willing to put yourself out there and share what you know so people get to know you and learn from you. All right. So with this as your formula, you will succeed, right? You literally, if you have an ardent desire to make change in the lives of others, this will work. Does it happen overnight? No, right? I had a channel for many years just making free videos because I had no idea how to make money with it. Like, it was so dumb, right? And I ended up building an email list because I knew the importance of building an email list. And I had 12,000 people on my email list, but I wasn't selling them anything because I didn't know how to. And for every one person on your email list, you can anticipate $1 in revenue per month forever with appropriate marketing. 1,000 people on your email list, $1,000 a month. 10,000 people on your email list, $10,000 a month. 20,000 on your email list, $20,000 a month. So I have 80,000 people on my email list, and you see the numbers. We actually do sometimes 3, 4, 5 times that amount. Don't share that to impress you, but to impress upon you. Your email list is really, really important to stay in communication with your friends off of social media, and just in case you ever lose your social media account, right? And so when you help people get massive results that impact their lives for the better, on the back end, you're going to get paid very handsomely for this. And it's so rewarding and it's so powerful to take the knowledge that you have in your brain and use it to help other people. All right. So keep in mind, as you're building, one new email subscriber is a huge deal. One new follower is a huge deal. Your first sale is a really big deal. And if you can do that, it's evidence that you're onto something. So don't quit. Like I remember selling 2 CDs per month for an entire year, and I was so excited. And I didn't shut off my things I had because I'm like, no, this is going to work for me one day. And when I remember when ClickFunnels sent me this $1 million award on my wall over there. Remember when it came, I did this post about like, I just saw people winning the $1 million award. I never really thought I could make $1 million on social media. I just really believe I could, but I had a few people buying from me and I believed I was onto something. And it takes that level of commitment to believe in yourself that if a few people had bought from you, there are more out there, right? You found a few people. They're everywhere in the world. Now we just have to go find them. And that's the good news, right? So this is my simple step-by-step blueprint for you to follow as you start your course creation journey. My name is Michelle Cunningham. I used to be a network marketer. I grew up in humble beginnings. I kind of shared that story. Generated over 12 million selling digital courses now. And I love this line. Whenever you brag, you say, I don't share that to impress you, but to impress upon you. I'm just a shy girl from humble beginnings. That's how you can brag. And then you just say that line. It's a great line. But at the end of the day, I'm just a regular person. And like, dude, if I could do this, you could do this. You just have to be willing to do it. And you have to be willing to care so much about people that you're willing to show up for free. You're willing to make YouTubes. You're willing to put out reels. You're willing to put out stories. You're willing to put yourself out there. Because at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's about who can you help with the knowledge in your brain. So it's not about you. So on the days I'm like, oh man, I can't go live. I look bloated from my thyroid issues and I look terrible. I'm like, Michelle, I'm sorry. That's your problem. But that's not going to take away from us showing up for other people today, right? So it's not about us, right? So, all right, there's a free gift on the last few pages of this workbook. So those of you that are VIPs, you'll have access to that. VIPs, Facebook group, that's the Facebook group where everything is happening. If you need a question answered, you can post your questions there. Homework, we're going to have homework every night and then feedback. So make sure you're inside the Facebook group if you are a VIP. Okay, so module number 1, the niche blueprint. Dun, dun, dun. And I use AI to help me a lot with my courses, not to write them all, but to help me a lot. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So businesses that perform well. There are 3 types of businesses that do very well on social media: health, wealth, and relationships. Health, wealth, and relationships. So what you'll see here is businesses in the health space like weight loss, supplementation, looking better, feeling better, anything about being healthier. Wealth building. You could show people how to use Instagram to create more wealth and sell your course. You could show people how to make money from selling their knowledge online. I see a guy who's an Airbnb superhost, and he's like, I'm going to show you how to be a superhost. He's in there investing in real estate, how to make money by changing your mindset. I see people that are insurance agents that make money, so anything in the wealth space. And then relationships. So the marriage coaches, the dating coaches, the be stronger in love with your kids coaches, the parenting coaches, strong confidence in yourself and have better relationships. So health, wealth, and relationships are very profitable categories on social media. So I'd be curious if you're in any of those categories. Drop that in the chat. Also, if you're enjoying this training and you're like, this is free and this is awesome, you can totally share it. Like, it's not illegal to share this. So drop the link to it, share it wherever you want. See, Abby. Yeah. fellow thyroid issue. Yeah, some days I eat the wrong thing. So today I'm good. And I got to go work out. Otherwise, it gets all bloated. It's the whole thing. All right. So the riches are in the niches. So here's a few examples of bad niches and good niches or niches, whatever you say. I'll just say niche. That's what I'm saying today. So when they're bad, it's because they're too vague. So some people will be like, I help people use social media to make money. And when you say that, I'm like, I don't think you're really an expert because it's just so vague. But if you're like, I show you how to use Instagram to grow your following, grow your impact, and make an incredible living, then I'm like, oh, sweet. She's an Instagram coach. You can build $1 million brand on a very specific niche, right? And you could start here. You could turn this right here into $1 million brand, right? And once you do that, then you could, oh, if you're like, but I'm good at Facebook too. I'm like, okay, then add that in. But why don't we make this one $1 million brand first? Best advice I can give. When I first started, I wasn't like, oh, I help you with everything. I help all the entrepreneurs. I do everything. I'm good at all because I am good at some things, right? But I was like, no. When I first started, I was like, I'm good at generating leads for network marketers and booking parties and selling. That's where I started. I built that to a multi-million-dollar brand. And then people are like, how'd you do that? I'm like, that'll be my next brand. Now I'm going to show you how to sell your knowledge online, right? And so doesn't mean you have to pigeonhole yourself forever, but build $1 million brand before we go build another $1 million brand, or we don't even build any $2 million brands. So people are like, I'm everything. And I'm like, yeah, well, everything is doing nothing. And like, that's not good. Okay. Another bad one. I help people lose weight and feel great. Well, are they like 9 years old? Are they 95 years old? Do they have diabetes? Are they 36? Are they 47? Like, are they men? Are they women? Like, what are they struggling with? Right. Instead, better is I help women who've recently had bariatric surgery to keep the weight off for life and thrive for years to come. And you might be like, that's too thin. I'm like, that's too small of a crowd. I'm like, no, dude. There's a lot of people, okay? There's a lot of people that if they saw that that's what you helped with, they would buy the course from you. I bought a course from a guy. I hurt my back back in February doing nothing. It's not even a good story. I was like, well, I like picked up a blueberry on the kitchen counter, hurt my back. It was almost like that. But anyway, hurt my back. But it was my L4 and my L5. Turns out I have like mild scoliosis. So whatever. I just have to like stay in shape for the rest of my life, which was great. I'm forced to work out. But anyway, there was a guy in that time who popped up. He's like, do you have L4 and L5 pain in your lower back? If so, hi, I'm whatever my name is from Yoga Body, and I have a course for lower back pain. And I'm like, done, buying it, right? But had he said, do you have upper neck pain or back pain? I would have been like, no, I have L4 and L5 pain. And he said exactly what I had. So like specific is what really works, right? And so we make it very specific on our sales pages and in our course, okay? I help all people be happy. Vague. I help women going through menopause thrive, have more energy, feel more alive, and truly live their happiest life. Awesome, right? Okay. I help you get in the best shape of your life. I help women in their 30s lose the last stubborn 5 pounds so you can have more muscle, look great, and feel great. And maybe you do it through counting your macros, right? So it's like this very specific strategy. So is that helpful to hear? Just say helpful if that's helpful. But like that's like so critical, okay? So figuring out your niche and uncovering your gifts. For those of you that have the workbook, if you're in the membership area, you can literally grab this workbook. You can print it off. So what is something? So this is your kind of your homework for tonight is what is something people always ask you for advice about? What is the thing, right? And think about it. Are we in the health, wealth, relationship category? There's a few outliers. Like you could be like super inspirational and totally crush it, right? Like you could be a podcast host interviewing people. You know what I mean? But for the most, it's usually health, wealth, or relationship. So what is something that people always ask you for advice about? When I first started, I'm like, oh, I'm going to organize. I'm going to teach people how to organize because I was following a girl that was an organizational guru and she had a digital course. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna start an organizing channel. And that was my first channel, was an organizing channel. And I realized I hate organizing because I made 6 videos and I could take you on a field trip. If anyone's interested, I'll take you to the field trip. It's very funny, but if you go to youtube.com/she is organized, this was me 10 years ago pretending I was organized. I'm organized, but I don't like to get organized. Okay, let me just show you really quickly. Present, share screen. Okay, this is the channel of me acting organized. I couldn't figure out how to fit the banner, so the words got cut off. It was some sort of motivational saying over here. Just a big shot of my nose. There's my nose. And I was pretending to be crafty and organize things. Okay? This is the stupidest video I ever made. I use a fake voice where I act crafty. I say like, hi guys, in this video, you should go look it up. Simple Halloween basket idea. So funny. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take a simple basket and make it versatile throughout the year. What I recommend for Halloween, use orange and black paper And at Christmas, guess what? You can use green and red. Isn't that genius? No, it's stupid. That's actually dumb. That's a really dumb idea. But what I was fascinated about was 70 people actually thought it was a good idea. And I remember being like, really? I think it's kind of dumb. But people think it was a good idea. And I realized one thing from this video that people are fascinated by the way that your brain thinks. Some people would have never thought to do this, right? Other people would be like, that's dumb. I'd never do that, right? But they were fascinated by the way that my brain thought. And I share that with you because people are fascinated by the way that your brain thinks. So just remember that you have a gift. On the day you were born with a unique way of thinking about things, a unique way of conveying your thoughts, and a unique personality that no one else on this planet has, my friend. No one has it, just you. Okay. So when you're like, I can't make a course because so and so does it, I'm like, dude, is so and so you? No, because so and so might be boring. So and so might be quieter. So and so might not be as thorough. So and so might not tell stories and do like field trips on his live. Do you know what I mean? So, like, you can do it in your own unique way. I am a little nuts. And I see my friends that are in the space, they're not as crazy as me, and that's good because I got the fun people that follow me, you know? So just know that. I'm just sharing that with you because, oh man, it's so exciting, right? Okay. Just zoomed in on my face really close. All right, let me go back. I'm going to go grab all right, so share screen, back to my workbook. Here we go. Okay. So that's number one. What do people always ask you for advice on? People were not asking me for organizing advice. Okay. That should have been like, oh, tip number, like, that's dumb, Michelle. No one's asking for your organizing advice because they come over and your house is like a little bit disheveled. Okay. Like it's sort of organized, but like, why is there stuff all over the counter? So this is not a good one for me. So start with like something you actually like, right? But it's good to have a fake channel if you want to practice. That was a good practice run. So it's good for my self-esteem to realize people still like me, even though I was talking about something I knew nothing about. Okay. So I realized, oh my gosh, people were like, Michelle, you're an introvert. How do you have so many leads? Michelle, how do you have so many leads? Michelle, I saw your team is growing. Michelle, like I was getting the same questions over and over and over again on social media. And it was like the stupidest, like dumbest, like that should be the one I do. But I didn't think it because I was like, oh, it's just so basic. I do the same thing it's so easy. Everyone knows this. No, they don't. Okay. They wouldn't ask you if they knew it. So they don't know. Okay. Right. So it could be something that you're like, oh my gosh, everyone's like fascinated that I got my kids to bed every night at 8 p.m. I'm like, okay, well, like that you could have a parenting course on how you get your kids to bed at 8 p.m. and that could turn into $1 million brand. It could be like Mommy's Message could be the name of your brand, and Mommy's Message is how we have the happy, healthy home and we get to bed on time and we eat the right foods. Like, I mean, it's crazy, right? Number two, what is your passion? Be curious in the chat. What is your passion? What do you really love to help people with? Like, I love to talk marketing, digital marketing, business, right? Like, if we're at a party and that topic comes up, people are like, how do you make money on the internet? I'm like, oh, do you want to know? Do you want to talk about it? Like, I like a lunatic. I'm like, Michelle, chill out. You're going to scare people. Okay. But when someone's like, did anyone see it? The 49ers beat I don't even know too neat, the da-da-da tonight. And I'm like, oh, I don't know about that one. I was just working on marketing stuff, like it's just not a topic, right? So what is your passion? What do you really love to talk about? So huge. Okay. And again, what could you talk about at a party for hours, right? So you're standing around, everyone's chatting and the topic comes up. Like I can think of what I don't want to talk about. Let's talk about gardening. Oh, I'm so bad at it. Everything dies. I need help. I don't have time. I'm doing marketing. I like marketing. That's all I like. I just like marketing, right? But like, see, we all have gifts. Someone is good at Bonnie's does traveling, right? Someone does beauty. People be a horse. See, I know nothing about a horse. I don't even know what to do with the horse. I just pet it, right? But that's what's so cool is we each have a gift, right? And you can help people. Grandparents raising grandchildren. Like it's so common. All right. That's what's so cool. So those can become brands and you can help so many people. And does it fall into the category somewhat loosely of health, wealth, and relationships? Right? Like it doesn't have to be perfect, but like mine, if you learn from me, you're probably going to make extra money. Right? I'm in the wealth category. Right? Can't guarantee that, obviously, but like, yeah, if you follow the stuff and you actually do it, like I teach people how to make more money. Right? So one of those categories is usually really, really good. So here is a little fill in the blanks for you. So planting your leadership flag. Here's the deal. The reason that someone else is a guru and you are not is this one thing. Do you want to know what it is? They decided to do it. Oh my gosh, doesn't that make you crazy? I know. They decided to do it. Say crazy if that makes you crazy. The reason that someone else is a guru and you are not is this. They decided to do it. They decided to show up like an authority. I remember when I started my channel, I'm like, who do I think I am? Teaching on leads. I don't know. But I kind of know. I do know how to get leads. So I actually knew what I was talking about. But I remember being like, yeah, but who am I? Who am I to train on it? Like, there are people way bigger in my company. They could train on it. Like, there's so many more experts way bigger than me, which is true. There were. But I knew how to generate leads in a unique way and I started sharing it and people loved it. And they were learning from someone who was in the field doing it right then. And so just keep that in mind. If you have a skill set, I don't care if other people are better at that skill than you. People don't know about that better person. You do. Ignore them. You do it your way. You share how you're doing it. Okay? So cool. I love that they did the Donna comment. We have a group of elite students, and we did a challenge. Who's going to make a YouTube video this week? And Donna's a dating coach in our elite program. It's a year-long coaching program, which I'll share more about with you guys. But Donna, anyway, Donna was like, I'm scared to start a YouTube channel. I want to launch it. I'm like, dude, just like make a video and upload it tonight. Like we don't have to like worry about launching. Let's just make a video and upload it. And so it became the Donna. And so Donna launched a video and then everyone else launched a YouTube video and we started getting all these people watching it. And you're like, oh, it's actually not that hard to just like start showing up, right? Just start showing up. All right. The goal is to create this factor, the know, like, and trust factor. Okay. The goal is to create the know, like, and trust factor. You want people to know you. You want them to begin to like you. Some will like you and some will dislike you, right? When I'm live, some people will stay. Some people leave because I talk too fast or I'm a little animated, right? A little much for some people, and that's okay. We want the people that need us to stay, right? Know, like, and then trust factor. They need to trust you. And how do we build trust? We build trust by using our true, authentic voice. So when I first started, I didn't think people would like the actual me. So I was more professional and I would say things like this. Hi guys, it's Michelle Cunningham. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create the know, like, and trust factor. And I'd say it in that voice, just like that. And my mom saw the video and she's like, what are you doing? Why are you talking like that? I'm like, I'm doing my nice voice so people will like me. And she's like, you sound like a weirdo. And I'm like, no, that is the nice voice, mom. That's how you get people to like you more. And she's like, no, it's garbage. And then I read a book and it was like, people trust your true, authentic voice. And I'm like, oh, I think my mom's right. So then when I just stepped into like, dude, this is actually who I am. This is how I talk. It actually created much more of an authentic trust factor. People say to me all the time, you seem like you're actually like you, like you're authentic. And then you guys come to my beach retreat and you're like, you're really like this. I'm like, I really am like this. This is really who I am. I mean, I can be quiet when I'm not on video, I'm quiet, but yeah, I'm really like this. So, all right. Number 3, say what you do and why you do it and come up with your tagline. Right. So I don't have this perfect, a lot of students will be like, I learned from this other creator. I need to have this like perfect tagline. I need to say it every time. I'm like, I don't really do that. I'm just like, hey, if you want to make money selling digital courses on the internet, I'm good at that. I could show you how to do it. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's dive in. Like, that's my tagline. Like last month, I was promoting something about how to make better videos. Right. So I'd be like, if you want to look better on video and get people to watch you and buy stuff from you, you should follow me. Okay. Let's do it. So like, I don't have this professional tagline. So it could be as simple as that. Sometimes I have students, they're like, here's what I came up with. Okay. And they're like a life coach. They're like, I help you to uncover the true thoughts and belief patterns through your dance moves, through your forever and your dance of always through harmony. Is that a good tagline? I'm like, that's not, I don't understand it. Tell me what you do. Who do you help? And what do you help them with? Right. Well, I just help people like dance and like be happy. I'm like, how about just say that? I help people dance more and be super happy. If you like that, you might like me. That's a way better tagline than like some really long, really confusing tagline. So really simple. Okay. Just keep it really simple. It doesn't have to be big. I think the gift that I have is I speak in a 5th grade language. Most humans understand in a 5th grade language. So I don't know really big words. I don't know a lot of big words, and that's okay. You don't have to use big words. Okay. Important message. Sometimes you see someone else doing what you're doing and you think to yourself, I couldn't possibly do that because someone's already doing it. Say me if you've ever felt that. I'll say me. I felt it. And it made me sad because I was like, shoot, it's already been done. Here's the deal. Okay. There's a virtual pie that exists in the world. It's apple pie. Okay. And the person that is out there doing it is eating the whole pie. They're eating the whole apple pie because they decided to go for it. And they're splitting with the pie with the other people in your space that also decide to go for it. So like Jim gets this side, Sally gets this side. You are over here starving. You're just staring at them. You're like, what? Can anyone give me pie? The answer is yeah. You have to go get your pie. Okay. That's because you decided not to go for it. So you're sitting in a corner eating no pie because your voice is not out there. And the fact that someone else is doing it means there's demand for it, which means you absolutely should do it. Okay. And again, I talked about this. You were a gift. This is the day you were born. You were born with a gift, a unique voice that no one else has. Okay. So it's so, so important. Just remember that it is time for you to step up and for you to show up. There's a whole little motivational message in here. All right. So, okay. Now I'm going to come into, let's see, the worst case scenario, stay exactly where you are. Best case. Okay. The other thing I want to share, I remember when I first wrote my book, I was like, I'm not an author. Who am I to write a book, right? But I learned how to write a book. I wrote a book in 4 days and I put it out. And, I was like, worst case scenario, everyone hates the book. I load it onto Amazon. They hate it and I'll just delete it. I get a bunch of 0 stars. I'm going to delete it and I'll move on and no one will remember in a few months. That was how I started. So my worst case scenario is I stayed exactly where I was. Best case scenario, people loved it. So I'm like, all right, that's a risk I'm willing to take. So I did. And I put it out there. And surprisingly, they loved it. And it went on to become a bestseller and all this good stuff happened. And now I'm officially an author, right? And that could literally happen for you. So, okay. So people will hire you, work with you, or buy your course because they have a problem they need to fix. So think about the top 3 pain points your audience has that you can help them to overcome. People buy an answer to a problem. So when people are like, I want to make a course on like helping all people with everything, I'm like, no, specific problem, right? So think about what are some pains that your audience has that you could help them overcome. And a lot of times, if you're literally live or you're doing videos, like I can be like, dude, what's something you guys struggle with? And people will be like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to build an email list. I don't know how to make a landing page. Someone just said, see, Angela just said, do you have a course for writing a book? Right? So like people have the pains, they don't know how to write a book, right? I've done it. I could literally teach you how to do it. I do have a freebie for how to write a book because I get asked that question all the time. But when you show up enough for your audience, you don't have to know your next move because your audience tells you their pains. The pain for me right now is someone doesn't know how to write a book and I need to show them how to write a book, right? So your audience starts to speak to you. So you don't have to have it all figured out. You just need to start showing up, providing helpful information on a specific topic, and you're going to start to realize that people have pains and they're going to speak to you on that, which is so cool. Okay. So this is a little homework for you for tonight. What are some pains that people come to you with that you could help them with? One time I bought a course from a guy called Ankle Sprain Man. I sprained my ankle. It was really hurt. I couldn't walk at all. And I bought a course from this guy. I can't find his website anymore, but it's a great story because I sprained my ankle and I was like, I'm one of those people that I'm like, I will get over this faster than any other human. Like I will win the race. Right. So, but I couldn't walk and I'm like, oh, so everything was like, just do nothing. And I'm like, doing nothing seems like a terrible idea. Right. So I found this guy's like, definitely do not do nothing. I have a different strategy than anyone else. This will help you to heal faster than anyone. I'm like, yes, $47. I buy the course. And I'm on the website, his site, and it says over 100,000 copies sold. And I'm like, okay, I'm good at math, but let me just double check. I pulled out a calculator. I'm like, 100,000 copies times $47. Oh, $4.7 million. Ankle sprain. Man. He's a chiropractor teaching you how to get over an ankle sprain. And it was kind of dumb. What he taught, it was kind of dumb. But it wasn't dumb because guess what? The next day my ankle sprain was gone, literally. Okay. It was magic. I'm telling you, it was so magic. Okay. But he knew all these things you had to do. And I did all the things and then my ankle sprain went away. And I share that with you because it could be something as simple as that. You help people get over an ankle sprain. Okay. I was working out with a physical therapist when I hurt my back. And I was like, dude, you could have a course on how to have women get a big butt. Like we all want to have a big butt. I have a flat butt, But I was like, you could have a big booty boot camp. You could show people. And he's like, that's a good idea. I'm like, no, you really could build $1 million brand on big booty boot camp. Like you literally could. Okay. So that's what's so crazy. All right. So, all right. Someone said, is it worth it $34,000 to have someone create a course for you? It's a lot. That's a lot. I have an elite program that's substantially yet less. It's a year-long coaching program where we actually teach you how to build your own course and give you all the skills and connect you with the right people. So, again, without knowing all the details, I would say that's a lot. Mine is significantly less than that, like a fifth of that. So might be worth talking to my team to see, right? But again, like maybe I don't know if they're going to build the whole thing, film the whole thing for you, do it all for you, might be worth it, but it does seem a bit high. So, but again, who am I to say? I don't know all the details. So, okay. So serving your audience, what types of information would your audience benefit from? Right? Think about this. What type of free guide or giveaway could you offer to help them? What type of videos could you make? What types of posts could you make? Because when we give away free stuff to help people, like this is a free training I'm doing right now, right? And people are realizing either in this moment, wow, this chick really knows what she's talking about when it comes to courses, right? Maybe she could help me. Maybe she has something else. I'm like, I do. I have a year-long coaching program. I show you how to build your own digital course and put it all together. And we support you and you get your own coach. And we're here and you get me on Voxer and we ask questions. We're like 100% there. And I'm there every single week on Zoom, like 100% there for you. Like, I love it, right? So, but I'm doing this for free. So you get a sense of like what it's all about, right? So think about, what could you offer to your audience? What free YouTube videos could you make? So this is helping you come up with some topics that you could put together. Some video topics, some post topics, and you can also use some ChatGPT to help put this all together for you. So, and for those of you that have the workbook, it's fun because you can literally write this in. All right, so your business vision board. A vision board is one of the most powerful tools you can create for success. Allow yourself 30 minutes of quiet time to consider these questions that help you to create your vision board. So, where do you ultimately want to go in your life and career? So important, right? I like to write it like it's 5 years from now and I'm here, you know? So I remember writing mine many years ago and I wrote like, I want to be able to go to Florida whenever I want. I want to be like, kids, you want to go to Florida? And they're like, yes. I'm like, when? They're like, tomorrow. I'm like, great, let's do it. Mommy just booked the flights. We're going to be on the beach tomorrow. Like I remember writing that. It was kind of far-fetched at the time. And what's so crazy is the crazy things I wrote on there, like being able to like gift my brother a down payment for his own house and like being able to help family. And like, I've been able to do all of that because of digital courses, right? We bought a second home in Florida. I never thought that big for my life, but literally now we go there whenever. We're like going there Friday because why not? It's Florida. It's warm all the time. It's amazing, right? So where do you want to be in your life, in your career? And what if there were no obstacles at all, right? What would you do? Think about it. If you could just make it happen. And what do you want to be doing? Career, business, personal life in 10 years from now? Just write that in here. 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 1 year from now, 6 months from now. Where do you want to be? Goals that are not written down are just wishes. So imperative. I'm going to just shut my door really quickly. All right. Got it. I think my husband's in the kitchen. He's like cooking something. All right. Doing research using AI. Okay. So part 1, if you're like, I need some help, like doing some research here. Part 1, researching your niche. So there are multiple different AI apps you can choose. But after trying almost all of them, the one I like the most and feels the most user-friendly is Chat On. It's an AI chatbot. I love it. There's also ChatGPT that you can use that is super duper amazing. Okay. So good. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is download the Chat On app. You can either purchase it or you don't have to buy it. You can just do chatgpt.com is another version. Okay. So once you're ready to use the app, right at the bottom of the homepage is a place to start typing. This is where you'll put the scripts we provide you and tell the app how to adjust it for you. I just saw a comment about, is there a host? If anyone needs to reach someone on my team, you can just email support if they can help you in any way. If there's something you're looking for, because I'm training, I'm not really looking at all the comments. But feel free to email my support team if they can help you. On YouTube, they can't really respond so much to comments when we're live, so I think it's a little bit harder. So that's my support team. Support at MichelleCunninghamOnline.com. You can send a message. Okay, so what's super cool about using the program is once you're ready to use the app, right at the bottom, it's a place to start typing. So this is where you're going to put the scripts we provide and tell the app how to adjust it for you. So this is going to help you research your niche. So this is what I asked it. I want to help people in my niche. My niche is women entrepreneurs who want to start using video to generate more business. I help them use social media to sell more things using video. Can you help me determine if that's a good niche that would be popular and for what reasons? And can you analyze YouTube to see if these are popular topics? I put that in and then boom, it starts putting out this is what it told me. The niche of helping women entrepreneurs to generate business is indeed a strong choice. Here's a deeper analysis of why it could be popular. And then it gives me all these reasons, right? Which is so amazing. You're like, wow, okay, this is a good niche, right? So ChatGPT is like, it literally wrote all this. And that's so fun for me, is to be able to go in there and just like start writing, asking it questions, and it just does all this research for me. All right. So researching popular topics for your niche. You first want to determine whether your niche is going to be popular or not. So you want to make sure there's other people already making videos about what you're going to be training on. So for example, let's say you're an infertility coach, okay? You would go to YouTube and you're going to look up the word infertility and try to find someone who's doing pretty well in that realm. Like someone, meaning when we look at their videos, we see 500,000 or more views. So go to their videos and look under the popular tab So you go to videos and you search popular right there. This little visual shows you how to do this. And we see 3.2 million views, 2.3 million views, 500,000 views, which is good. It means there are a lot of people interested in infertility, which if you're going to be an infertility coach, this gets an A plus. There's A plus, there's a lot of interest, right? Which is really, really powerful. Okay. So that is so cool. All right. So next one is researching popular topics for your niche. So once you're under the most popular videos, hold your mouse down and scroll, and they'll be highlighted like the image below. So take someone in your same category and highlight all their videos. Okay. This is such a hack. It's so great. Highlight all their videos. Okay. Copy, paste. Now you're going to go over to ChatGPT and you're going to say, I'm sharing with you some top YouTube videos on my niche. Help me come up with the topics and titles for my videos based on this information. And you paste. When you paste, it's going to copy all the titles, how many views it got, how much engagement it got. It's going to post all of that. And then from there, ChatGPT is going to give you a list based on it. It's going to come up with, okay, based on top performing YouTube videos in your niche, here are some titles and topic and title suggestions that could resonate with your audience and potentially perform well. Understanding ovulation and fertility, mastering ovulation, how to track your cycle and boost your fertility. So it's literally giving you the title and the description to start your video. Look at all that it does here, right? So if you're like, I don't know if this would be popular. And what's so cool is you can then take this, right? Or even the title, top 5 ways to enhance your fertility and get pregnant faster. Search that on Google and see if videos on YouTube pop up. If they do, then that means it's search engine optimized. That's a great title to use. And if there's a video when you search that, if you see a video with 100,000 or 500,000 or a million views, that's a great title to use, right? Success leaves clues. People in your space who are crushing it, like that's clues for you. I'm like, oh, okay, well, she did 5 ways to enhance your fertility and get pregnant faster. I'm going to give her 7. I'm going to give the best 7 natural ways to enhance your fertility and get pregnant super fast. Because it was like a really popular video with 2 million views. Change it up slightly. That's what one of my friends done. He has 600,000 followers on YouTube. He learned from a top YouTube expert. Find things that are performing very well. Slightly change the title. Don't even watch their video. Make your own version of it. Okay. It's already been done. Do your own version of it. Get it out there. Most people just won't get stuff out there. Like it's literally that easy. If you're like, Michelle, I just want to like start showing up. I'm like, yeah, just do that. Like, just do that. Like, make a strategic title, do a little research, and then put it out there. And it is so crazy when things just starts to happen for you. So a tip for you, when you search YouTube and you see lots of views on your topic, that's great. It basically shows there's a demand for this. There's lots of people searching for this stuff, which is what you want before you create a course. I saw someone in the chat when I looked over, she said, there's no one doing what I want to do. And sometimes when I hear that, right, and I'll talk about this tonight. If you're in the VIP, come on and ask. I'd love to answer that question because when I'm live tonight, I'll be answering that question. If they're like, there's no one doing what I want to do, I'm like, well, it might be that you're not speaking to their problem, right? Like, sure, you might be like, well, I'm a person that helps people sleep better by like drinking special waters before bed. So when I search sleeping better at night through water, I don't find it. I'm like, okay, but that's not what people are searching for. They're searching for, I can't sleep. So, right, you need to have a video about how to sleep better. Then they watch the video and then there you are with your special water. And you're like, hello, I'm going to reveal with you the best strategy I have for going to bed and sleeping all night. And I know you won't believe this, but let me tell you what it is. It's one thing most people don't do. It's called water, and not just any water. This is vitamin C infused, whatever it is, right? But like that, so we have to speak to their problem. People are searching for an answer to their problem. So you need to make videos speaking to their problem. And in the video, then we reveal, here is how I solve it. Got it? Okay. So I didn't like launch this course and call it like, hey, I'm going to show you how to use AI to launch your digital course and create and get your knowledge out to the world through AI and chat on and all this automation. Because you'd have been like, what? Right? I was like, do you want to make a digital course? Okay, I'll show you. Just like, come on over. I'll show you how I do it. Right? So like speak to their problem and solve the problem. All right. So you don't want a course that no one's ever created, that no one has videos about on YouTube, because it probably means no one's searching for it. So if no one else has this problem and hasn't searched for it on YouTube, and there's no Amazon books about it, that's another search I do, potentially you're not focused on the problem. You're focused on your unique way of solving the problem. But we want to focus on the problem. So make sure people are searching for an answer to the particular problem that you solve. Cool? All right. So here we go. Module 1 homework. Okay. So that's our training for today. I'm going to then look at your comments real quick. So, for those of you that are VIPs, you complete your homework. I'm giving away prizes inside the VIP group. So, complete your homework in the next 48 hours. I'm going to be picking a winner inside the Facebook group. Number one, finish the figuring out your niche and covering your gifts page. That's your homework. Number two, finalize the planting your leadership flag page. Number three, fill out the pinpointing your audience and serving your audience pages. Number four, complete your vision board business page. And number five, conduct some research on the topic you plan to make your course on to determine if there's demand. Come up with 3 of the best topics that you could make for your digital course on and what each of the problems solves. So here's a little area where you can be like, you know what, I could actually do a topic of this and like that, right? So there's a little guide right there for you. Okay. So that completes our day 1 training. All right. So now I'm going to just go into, for those of you that are VIPs, and again, if you're not a VIP and you're like, wait a minute, I feel sadness in my heart, go to michellelovesyou.com/go VIP. If you've enjoyed this training, you're like, I really wish I had access to that whole entire workbook she showed on the screen. It seems really good. I'm like, it is really good. It's got 80 pages. It's really pretty. And you can print it and have it forever. And it's amazing. And if you want us to mail it to you, we can do that too, because we're really nice and stuff. Okay. But also, I'm also doing an awards ceremony. So we're going to be celebrating those who've made the most progress with the courses they've created. So we're going to do a giveaway to winners, plus random giveaways to anyone watching live. This is December 6th at 2 p.m. inside the Course Creator Blueprint Facebook group. So all of you guys that are VIPs, mark your calendars. There's a link inside the group where you can see the questions, but it's basically like, I'm going to be showing you how to make your logo tomorrow, how to come up with your course name, how to start pulling it together, how to make your outline. So you're going to just have to share with us like what it is that you're creating like from this, which is so fun because I love like every 6 weeks, I love to launch some different course. It's the creative process behind it is so fun. Like making the logo and making the workbook and making it look pretty, like so fun. I even loved designing this Course Creator Blueprint. I loved how we did black and pink, which was different than the colors we've normally done. So anyway, so you'll see this in there where you can enter for your chance to win. All the prizes were given away: Yeti microphones, Apple AirPods, my favorite Lumina webcam, Amazon gift cards, all that kind of stuff. So that competition is December 5th at 3 p.m. And so tomorrow I'm going to be live at 1 p.m. Eastern with your unique course talking about that. So that's tomorrow's training. So let me just come back over here. So tonight I will be live. And I will be live at 8 p.m. Eastern. For those of you that are part of it, we're going to send you an email with the link to the Zoom so that you can join, which is amazing. Someone just asked, what is included with the VIP? Let me show you. That's a great question. So I'm going to just show you my screen here. So this is what you get when you become a VIP. You get the 80-page printable workbook. So everything I'm showing on the screen, you can actually print it and have it in your home and like use those prompts and not have to like take screenshots. You can even copy and paste them into ChatGPT, which will save you boatloads of time. Like it's kind of worth it just for that. You also get a membership area. So you log in here and every day's training will be in here, as well as every evening's Q&A will be in there. So literally you'll literally be able to hop in, watch the training, watch the replay. And then there's also bonus trainings that are parked in there also for you. So all of that's perfectly organized. You have access to it for the rest of your life. There's a link to your workbook in there. Everything's very organized. In addition, I do a VIP coaching session every night at 8 p.m. That'll be parked in here. And you have the Facebook group, right? So there's not an image of it, but the Facebook group is the community with all the other mover and shakers. I think there's like almost 500 VIP students. So you'll be connected to people that are very serious about creating digital courses. You might find your friends for life. Like it happens in my communities where people become like best buddies and they're working on similar things and they're sharing ideas. And then they come to my beach retreat together. A lot of fun stuff happens. You also get a coaching call with a member of my team. I have the most amazing, intelligent, awesome, kind people on my team, but you get to hop on a call with them so they can help you develop like where you're headed, but also you might be a good fit for my year-long coaching program. I have a year-long coaching program called the Elite 90-Day Difference Program. It teaches you everything you need to know to create and launch your course, get it out into the world, right? This course, I'm teaching you how to create the course, but if you're like, I need to know how to build my email list, I need to know how to create content, and then I need to know how to sell it, and then I want to sell other things like retreats, and I want to sell some high-ticket stuff, but I don't know how to do it all. I'm like, I do. And it's all in here. And I teach you everything that I ever learned in my whole life. And I put it in a training and I made it a year-long coaching program. And we can talk every single week. And it's really fun. And there's a lot of people having some massive wins. There's hundreds and hundreds of people in this, close to 1,000 between my 2 elite programs. So just know that exists, but you have to talk to someone on my team to hear more about that. Or my team might give you like access to some free thing that we have that might be a good fit for you. In addition, as a VIP, you get a challenge and a competition going on from now till December 6th. So that is the other very cool thing that's going on. So That is everything. Um, let's see. Abby said her elite program is amazing and worth it. That's amazing. I love that, my friend. Thank you for saying that. When you talk to my team, they can go over the details of the elite program if you're like, wait. So if you're a VIP, inside, we'll be sending you an email on how you can book your call with a member of my team. My coaches are also in the Facebook group sending you messages. So they will go over how to get your call, and you can hop on a call with them, and they go over everything with you, which is amazing. Dr. Dina, she came to one of my first beach retreats. She's so smart. She loved the elite program and the retreats. Great training today. Always love new ideas. Literally, I love you, Dr. Dina. We made chia seed pudding in the kitchen together. She makes very good chocolate chia seed pudding. We need to get together again. Are you coming in April, by the way? We're having a reunion. So you come to beach retreat, and then we have reunion. Reunions in April if you want to come. 36 bedroom, 39 bathroom, oceanfront mansion. There's only 5 spots left. I think I saw it this morning. Anyway, you should come because I love you and we can make pudding together. Okay. That applies for all of you. If you want to come to beach retreat, if you want more details about my beach retreat, if you go to michellelovesyou.com/retreat, you can see more about that. But it comes with my year-long coaching program. So there's much more. Like, this training is just a tip of like what I offer. I have a lot of really awesome stuff because my life mission is just to help people get to the next level. So you can live the laptop lifestyle, be present with your family, enjoy what you do. Like, I love it. Like, I get to just be a mom and be all the things. And I get this machine that runs behind the scenes. And I want to help you set up your machine so you can then just go do things you love. Like this Friday, we went to see a comedian. He was really funny. Jeff R. Curry. Have you ever heard of this guy? He's funny. He makes fun of the audience. And I don't really go to comedians a lot, but it was funny. And then Saturday, we hosted a 40th birthday party for one of our neighbors, her husband. We surprised him at our house because I thought that would be fun. And then Saturday, I decided to go on a bike ride. We rented bikes and like toured all of like North Carolina, but my business didn't stop, right? Like, my business runs no matter what I'm doing. And so you can really live the laptop lifestyle, run a business, have it run for you while you're running around doing the super fun stuff. So, which is so, so cool. So, okay. So let's see. Beltran said you received a coaching call with a member of my team, but you never received the follow-up link. Okay. You can just email my support team if for some reason we missed something. So support@michellcunningham.com. I own both of them, support@michellcunninghamonline.com or support@michellcunningham.com. So just email my team and they can get you connected with your coach, get you on a call and get you all set up. And then those of you who are VIPs, we will send you your link for you to be able to book your call with our team, which is amazing. Okay. So I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed today. So who will be on tonight? I'll be live at 8 p.m. Eastern. You still have time if you're like, wait, I kind of want to be on tonight. How do I get on that? And like, so upgrade to VIP, michellelovesyou.com/go VIP. Then we're going to send you an email with access to that live. And what's fun about it is it's a free for all. Like, you can ask me anything. You're like, where'd you buy your pink dress? And I'll be like, okay, that's a great question. I answer everything. Some people don't tell you everything, not me. I tell you everything, but I'm also a good secret keeper. I know you think I might not be because I tell you everything, but I have a lot of good secrets kept in my brain. I don't share them. So don't ask me about them. Okay. Like other people's secrets, they're like, oh, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, I'm here for it. And then I do this. I do the pinky swear. Like, I feel like that's a universal thing that people understand where you're like, pinky swear. And then I just hold it. But I'll tell you everything about business. Now I won't tell you other people's secrets. Okay. Anyway, okay, you'll be on tonight. Hi, friend. I love you. All right, cool. Well, I will see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I might not look as bright and dipper. Well, I will. I'll put some powder on. I'll just do a little. And it'll be nighttime light. So it'll be I'll look a different version. Won't be so bright in here. There'll be like lights behind me. It'll be a whole thing. So anyway, I'm excited for all of you guys to have your courses come to life. Jody, did you get your gift I mailed you? Jody won this bowl. I sent it to you in the mail. Oh, actually, it might have just went out today. I think they didn't pick it up on Saturday. I sent you this bowl in the mail. That was my random gift. We should do a quick giveaway. Who else wants a bowl? I have one more bowl. Say, okay, you got to say one compliment about this training or how pretty I am. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to do that. But you could just say something that was helpful. And then we'll pick a winner from all the comments that come in. I recommend doing it that way instead of having just people say bowl, because then you get some positive affirmation. So that's what I recommend. If you're doing a giveaway, just say, tell me one thing you learned today, or tell me one thing that's awesome about me. Just kidding. Don't do that. Right. Or, do it like that. And then they'll tell you, and then you're like, you'll see all these compliments. You're like, oh, I'm so lively and perky. Amazing training. Oh, you rock, right? It's just like that can only be good for your self-esteem. I want a bowl. You're the prettiest unicorn of all unicorns. Like, right? Like, serious. Like, she's right about that. Okay. I like unicorns. If you don't know that about me, I'm very weird in a cool way. I like unicorns. I have them all over my desk. I gotta go get my nails done today. Please don't look at them. My unicorn mug. There's unicorns everywhere. All right, I'm picking a winner. And just so you know, I'm not cheating. This is it. Ready? And the winner is click. Jean Ashley. And she said, "You're like so pretty," which is literally the rightest statement ever. That is correct. Jean, okay, Jean, you just have to text me. So I have a sign right there. See it? You're like really pretty. Hold on, you can't see it. See it? You're like really pretty. Okay. That's what I believe about everybody. And I feel like we need to be told that multiple times a day because some days we don't feel pretty and we just need to hear that. Okay. So, especially when you wake up. All right. So to redeem your prize, Jean, text your full name and what you won to 860-463-5843. So that's for Jean. She just won the Pretty Bowl. I'm going to mail that to you. That's the last one I have. Sorry. One of the direct sellers sold it to me. I got to buy more. I got to buy more direct sales. So I love to buy all the stuff from you guys. Okay. You're an amazing person and you're so nice. So now I just got to go back and read about all the compliments. See, that's a strategy. Okay. Just wanted to share that with you. All right. I love you guys. Okay. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. I might rock the same pink lipstick. Hard to say. We'll see what happens. I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. You're so pretty. Now I must go because you must go. You got to go work. You have homework to do. Okay. I love you. You're so pretty. I'll see you soon. And last thing, I'm just going to end with that VIP thing on the thing for you. Banner. Dun, dun, dun. There it is. MichelleLovesYou.com/go VIP. Okay. Become a VIP. Join us tonight. All right. I love you, friends. I will see you tonight. Bye, friends.